that blesses your heart, that reaches you to wherever you're meant to be in your soul and your spirit. And of course, to bless your family, bless you as an ambassador, as a representative of your family. It's a beautiful morning, and I want to say to you, a beautiful good morning to you. Please call someone and let them know that we are live on air and we are ready to do justice to this day's episode of Family Central. We are about to unleash to you a topic that's very phenomenal, especially juxtaposing the two words in it, and I'll be telling you about that later. But before then, have we ever considered the fact that we are not promised of tomorrow? The truth of the matter is, we are not promised of tomorrow. That is why our today is as crucial as our last. We must understand that tomorrow is not promised. We only know who holds tomorrow. And so clinging on the owner of tomorrow helps us with the hope and trust that tomorrow is certain. This is why we've got to maximize the benefits of today in the capacity of extracting every single juice we can from today. Give it our very best as though we don't have tomorrow, because we don't own tomorrow. We're only connected to the one who owns tomorrow. This is the reason why your family life must be taken seriously as your love life, and your love life must be taken seriously as your life, because indeed you are irreplaceable in that family of yours. Have you got someone who cares? That's a family. Have you got someone who you're comfortable with? That's your family. Have you got siblings? That's your family. Do you still have your parents alive? That's your family. Do you even have a pet? That's your family. It beats me how people are so self-centered that they forget that life is very slippery. Without the consciousness of family life, what exactly do you want to achieve in life? What exactly you want to achieve in your existence? Absolutely vanity. The life of purpose is a life of family. The life of purpose is a life of intentional living for others. The life of purpose is the intentional living to make sure that someone somewhere is a better version of themselves than they slept yesterday when they wake up this morning. That's your job, because life has offered to you the privilege of being a blessing to another person, while other people are supposed to wake up with the privilege of being a blessing to you. If this symbiotic give and take relationship continues, imagine how much the family sector would turn out to be, and the society at large. This is why I say to you that it's a privilege to be alive, and more privilege to be a part of a family. Because it's when you have a family, you know that there's every single thing to be grateful for. A family might not necessarily be biological. A family might not necessarily be biological at all. A family is anyone or everywhere where you find a certain level of vulnerable comfort, knowing that your back is covered. Perhaps your family which you have is not like that at the moment. That is why you're there, to cause the change as an agent sent to that family to make it what it's meant to be. You don't throw away your family because it doesn't look like what a family should necessarily be like. It's just your job to know better, to transform your family, because you have all it takes. And you know why I know this? It's because you're listening to my voice right about now and possibly watching me on social media. This is the reason why. You cannot be a patriot of Family Central and not know that you are sent to your family to make that change that your family rightly deserves. So I ask you this morning, of what impact are you on your family at the moment? How are you making your family better than it currently is? What intentional act of investment are you giving to your family to make sure that your family used to be like this, but it's now like this because of the fact that you're listening to this on radio? I dare you, send me one thing you have learned on Family Central all these while and let me know. I'll read it to you and let you know that I read your message. And of course, I'll attach your name if you want me to. But of course, if you want to stay anonymous, I would read your message and let everyone know that at least you have listened and you are adhering to the things that you're learning on Family Central. This is Kelly Daniel, Star 103.5 FM, live on Family Central. Okay, so send me the messages now on 055 on WhatsApp strictly. Of course, please do not call that number. Perhaps if you want to call in, the number is 0552 880216. The number again is 0552 880216. That's the number to call. And when you do call, we'll hear your testimony. But then if you cannot call, just message 055 and we would read your message. Today, we will be discussing a phenomenal topic we would like to call something you can't even guess about because we normally would take you unawares at Family Central. It's called the home and the house, or if you like, the house and the home. What is a home? What is a house? What's the difference between a home and a house? The difference between a home and a house is the understanding that a home is not exactly a house, and the house is not exactly a home. And my panelists are going to be doing a fantastic job at delivering what it means to differentiate between the two. Now, I know a lot to share, but it's not my turn yet. They would definitely disseminate the information to the best of their knowledge because we bring in people, resource persons, equipped to deliver at all times on this show. They are professionals, and I know certainly we are up for a big show this morning. It's a privilege to have my panelists on board. We are indeed going to have a blast. Just before they come in, let me read out a few messages. Perhaps you have sent some regarding how much you've been blessed by Family Central. This one, okay, this one says, thank you for the privilege. Your show has always been a blessing. I have only listened once, and this is my second time. I'm even fortunate to be awake at this time because I had an all night yesterday. Thank you for all you do. My family is blessed because of you. I am a single mom, but I have indeed learned a lot, especially from the stories you read on your show. That is super amazing. This one says, we are not Christians, but you sound Christian sometimes on your show. But then it has given me another way to think about life. You are a blessing. Continue to do what you do. Your values are correct. Okay. This one says, why are you... I'm not going to read this. Well, for the sake of it, why are you so handsome? Are you available? Because I am available too. I am 41 years old. I don't know if you're older or younger, but I am interested. It is well with you. You'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay, I think I should stop there because there's another crazy one sent directly to me. It's about the show. Can you send me messages about the show? Like you've been listening or you've been watching and it's been a blessing and you want to compliment or you want to share what you've learned, okay? But then I appreciate the compliments directly to me, but can we focus on the show? Amen? Okay. Yeah. Then I have the panelists on the show. I want to particularly appreciate this particular person I want to mention because over the seasons in and out, this person has shown interest of true enthusiasm true faithfulness and loyalty, true passion for the job beyond the gains. And I don't even know how to thank you enough. Please help me welcome my brother, Kojo DeLong. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
How you doing, sir? I'm well.
I'm awesome. Awesome.
How did you even make it?
She did. Yeah, she got me out of that.
Believe me, if you didn't come out, I've understood.
She.
I was ready to understand that you couldn't make it because I know how hectic your nights are, your week first of all has been, and then the most crazy part is your evening.
Last night was Mansa Ward. I was on stage and so finished other stuff. Charlie, I go home at what time? 2, 3, 3 something. Yeah.
3 a.m. this morning.
3 something. Yeah, 3:20.
I got done with yesterday's work at 5:02. I mean, yesterday's work, I got done with it at 5:02 this morning. But then he's not alone. And for the first time on Family Central, we are particular, very, very intentional in raising family values. And now, bringing couples on board to share their stories and bond together even as they come on the show. He has come with no one else but his better half, his spouse, his woman, his queen, his first and only lady, Mrs. DeLong. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing well. Yourself?
Oh, did you hear her voice? Thank you for releasing this man every single time. One of the reasons why I made sure that you come today is so that you see how much sacrifice he puts into making sure he comes. For no cost, really.
Yeah.
It's midikakra. If anything at all. I mean, you are super gracious. What's the secret behind your support for him, though?
Understanding.
I mean, no flattery.
No. So, understanding who you are with is one, and it is God. God has been the center from day one.
Wait. We all know God, the God factor kind of thing, but you just struck a chord right now.
Yeah.
Understanding who you are with.
Yes.
How deep is that? I mean, how? Talk to me. Share the link with me, Emmanuel, please, so that people who are watching on radio can. I mean, when you say understanding, that's a very phenomenal point. Not understanding marriage per se.
Yeah.
That's something different. But understanding who you are with.
Yeah.
Is the defining factor of the success of your marriage. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, very true.
Hey, DeLong, you went to the market well. I mean, your bond is just super duper. Anyone who doesn't even know you guys personally can tell that it's difficult to snatch one of you from the other. I mean, well done.
Thank you. All glory be to God.
Well, live on Family Central today, we are dealing with the house and the home, and obviously, you guys have made a beautiful bond, union out of yourselves over the span of how many years now?
11, going to 12.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys look like, no, listen, I don't flatter. See, can I just be real? You guys look like you've come to me for premarital counseling.
We get that a lot.
Not like I'm trying to say you guys just got, you look like a new couple or something. You guys actually look like people who have come to me for premarital counseling. Say, oh, we want to get married, so what's the way forward? 11 years down the line.
Yeah.
Well done. Now, this is the reason why I bring up couples on the show, to let people know that it is doable.
Yeah.
It's workable. It's realistic. It's not a myth. It's not just a wish. It can be tangibly actualized, visualized, touched, felt, experienced. And so that's why I thank you both for coming. Thank you so much. DeLong, a house, specifically, not a home. What is a house to you?
The building.
The family context.
A house is the building.
Ish. And?
It's just, house is just the building, if I want to put it in that straight way, or you want to make it family oriented. You call a house is a scattered place, and it's just an edifice that shelters people, and that's all. So
no, you killed it. A house, I like the word, is an edifice.
It's just an edifice. That's Shelters people.
Shelters people.
Yeah, that's it.
Ah. So a house is shelter.
Exactly.
Period. That's where
That's all.
it ends.
That's all.
For the definition
Yeah.
of what a house
Yeah.
is. So a house can be beautiful,
Extremely.
extremely beautiful, and all it offers is
Shelter.
shelter,
Yeah.
regardless who's in it.
Yeah.
Okay. What does a home look like?
A home, a home is not, how do I put it? A home is created. A home is made. A home is formed. And it's formed by the people who are in the house. The people who live in the house create a home. So we can be living in the house together and we don't have a home. We only have a home when we want to create one. And that is why you can have people who have the best of houses and yet they find a home with that side chick in that single room in that ghetto without a bed. It's just probably some mattress lying in a corner somewhere. But they find a home there. Because home gives you peace. Home gives you joy. Home gives you rest. Home is when you can say, I am in the bosom. Home is where you can say, I am thinking. I can't think in the office, but when I get to my house, that I am not just in my house, but I am home. In other words, it's an environment that you create that brings that serenity, that brings that level of peace all around you. That is home. So home is created. Nobody has a home sitting down somewhere. We create homes. Everybody is living in the house, but just few people are living in homes because they have created that home.
You know, before you went deeper into the definition of a house, and when I say before you went deep, before you got into the point that struck me, you said something like a place that's just scattered. So is it possible to have a scattered home?
Yeah, you see, we call it a scattered home, but clearly it's a house. As soon as the home is scattered, it's now a house.
So you can't have a scattered home. You either have a house, a scattered house, which you can arrange and
No.
put all the glasses and this thing together, but you can't have a scattered home
No,
because when the home factor comes into place, it's different from a house.
If you call it a scattered home, it's like calling a security and a watchman. A scattered home is a house.
Vibes, bars on bars.
You understand? A scattered home is a house.
So the moment the home is scattered,
It's now a house. The man comes to the house, he goes about his business like nobody's living there, like he doesn't care, he doesn't see anybody, he goes about his things, he wants to think, he wants to have his peace, he doesn't do it in that place, he goes somewhere else. You understand? So the man can create a home at the beach. So he has a house to live in, to shelter him and create a home, but he now goes to the beach every week or every evening,
solace.
and that is why he wants to sit and so he has found a home at the beach.
Mrs. DeLong, how are you feeling so far? Wow. When they say home is in the heart, how does that reflect to you?
To add to what he said, he just mentioned that a man can find a home at the beach. Now, a home is a feeling. Is a feeling. A home is a feeling of hope, a feeling of trust. A home is an emotional space where you find warmth and belonging. And it's from the heart. It's not from the mind.
When you see, I see people call home a place that actually looks like a house. Oh, I want to buy a home. I just want us to go into the nitty-gritties of this thing so that the listeners will really understand the difference. Okay, so I want to buy a home, or I bought that home for so and so $1,000. I bought it. I think I'm talking about a house.
Yeah, the house. Nobody can buy a home.
No, because a house is a structure where you have rooms, you have bedroom, you have your kitchen, you have your washroom, you have your master bedroom, your kids' room. That is a house. But he says something, a home is created.
A house is built.
Yes, you build a house.
Anyone can build a house.
Yeah.
Anyone can build a house, but you don't build a home.
You don't build a home.
You
You
create it.
create it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, drilling deeply down into the difference between a home and a house, would you call a place without children a home where the spouses are present?
Like
Can you call when your kids are not
around.
with you guys? Is that still a home?
Mm-hmm.
It's still
That's
home.
it. Tell me about it.
You speak.
Can you start?
I just want to try and distinguish between
A family.
a family and a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So a family can create a home, and a marriage can create a home. That's what I want to establish. When you see a man who says, "I am from home," what does that mean? Oh, I'm just coming from home.
I'm coming from a place of peace, my place of serenity. He calls it a home. When he calls it a home, it means clearly any day, any time. It's when you have a home, you can't be outside. You can't even you are in a hurry to always go.
Always looking forward to.
So that's where comfort is.
Yeah.
That's where your little heaven is. That is it. So you don't need to have children to have a home.
Not at all.
We were having a home before. You see, actually what happens is most marriages, when kids come in, the kids even rather come to break the home.
Break the home.
The house.
Yes.
Daycare center.
Because the kids come in and the man is going to bed, the wife is like, so
Yeah.
could you also make a crampo, make quite, and like, oh my late, and then because of the child, and suddenly to so now that kind of
Bond.
peace, that
Yeah.
bond they have to create a home is not there. And that's because majority of them were also not ready for that child to come. They wanted to have a child because in African society, yes, here, so we need to have a child, so let's have a child, but we are not actually prepared for what comes with that whole childbirth. And so a home necessarily doesn't mean that you should have a child. With or without a child,
Yeah.
you can create a home, even as an individual.
So people who call people who have not had children yet,
That they don't have a home.
yeah, they don't have a home yet. I mean, in 1 minute, send a word to them.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you don't need to have a child to have a home. And it's not. I'm not being insensitive here. I'm just being real with you. Without a child, you can still build a home. You can still create that home. With a child, you can still have a home. And unfortunately, but most people have had their homes destroyed because of their children anyway. So somebody doesn't have a child, and you say because of that they don't have a home. I don't know your understanding of what home is, but home is something that is created from the heart. You create that environment, create that peaceful space, and create it so beautifully that anybody who comes in, from security to your house help to your whatever, your cook or whatever, anybody who comes in, they don't want to leave. They find some solace there. They don't want to get out of the place. And even when you travel, you are so much in a hurry to come back. So it's never ever. In fact, it's a few advice. Don't even talk about people who don't have kids ever. Don't let it cross your mind to even try and say anything against them. We are talking about people who are at home. Don't talk. Where are your children? Oh, really? You think you have a home? Those children are going to be, if they're even going to live with you for 20 years, by 23, 25, 20, they are leaving the place. It will boil back to, if you're not careful, all the children will leave, and one of you might die, might die, and then it's left with you alone. And when it's left with you alone, would that be a house or will be a home?
We are getting into deeper stuff.
So I think.
Mrs. Long, sacrifice is one of the keys. I have noticed that you have invested into your own home. I don't live in your home, but from afar, I can tell how much sacrifice you've invested or you're still investing making sure that your home is what it is?
Look at me. Look at me. You know that she has created a home.
Yeah, you know, tell me about sacrifice, especially as an ingredient of making a home what it should be. How has the journey been for you? In particular?
So I read the Proverbs 31 woman,
Okay.
because once you read it, it gives you a deeper understanding of who actually makes a home, and is a woman. When you check Proverbs chapter 31 verses 19, she is skilled in the craft of home and hearth, diligent in homemaking.
Diligent
In homemaking.
not house building.
No, in homemaking.
Home is made. Home is created.
Home is
And I heard
made.
the word diligence there.
Yes.
Yeah, diligent.
Diligent, consistent, not giving up. Before we started, I said, knowing who you marry is one thing.
Yeah.
Knowing whom you have married, because if it falls in line with your vision, you are good to go. You don't care. You just want to see the success of the person you're married to, irrespective of whatever he does. I give my support 100%, because I know who I got married to. I know the vision I saw. I know our future together, and I am willing to do everything that it takes to make him get to the top.
How relaxed is looking.
Because he always says one thing, that if you want a queen, if you want to be made a queen, make him the king you want.
So automatically, there's a kingdom.
There's a kingdom,
Instantly.
and he's the king. But for him to make you his queen, you have to work it out.
We created too. She is Her Royal Highness. I'm His Royal Majesty. It's not like that's how we call ourselves. That is how it's not. You
Saved
can
on
take
our
your phone.
phones.
You can take my phone. It's not.
And see how it's been saved.
That is
Yeah.
the second number. What's the name?
Oh wow, Her
Yeah, let me show-
Majesty.
Yes. And it's not. It's not.
Guys, something is happening on there.
And it's not yesterday.
Wow.
So the
Even-
second one too.
Oh, His Royal
Royal
Majesty.
Majesty.
That's it. My firstborn is called Ohinebo Katechi.
Intentionally.
Yes.
because That is actually
Okay.
a palace.
Yes. Second born is Obrimpong. Nana Obrimpong.
So it's actually intentional.
Yes.
Master, we are not messing
We,
around.
no. We have created our kingdom.
We are
This is a
creating,
kingdom.
Yes.
I mean,
It's our home, and that is it. We are royals in our home, our own small way. So my son is Ohinebo Katechi Dilong. The second one is Nana Obrimpong Dilong. Yeah, that's it.
tell me about your two sons.
I know. For that, you will the best talk about them.
Please tell me about your two sons.
So one is 10. The first is 10. The second is 7.
Right.
Now the first is quiet. The second is something else.
Yes, opposite the best.
Opposite. They are fun-loving kids, very smart, very intelligent. One an actor, one a comedian. One looks so much like the dad. Yeah, and the other looks like me.
you have-
Yeah,
okay,
so
which
we have
one-
created our home where
which
each
one-
of us have a replica of themselves.
Okay, you say one is an actor, one is a comedian. So who is the actor?
The actor is the first one.
So the
right?
first one looks like me, and he's the actor. The second one looks like you, and he's a comedian.
Oh no, but then you are the comedian. So it's outside you. But there's one thing I tell my kids every morning, that they are, you see, I tell them, they say these affirmations every morning. I am a child of God. I am a DeLong. I can never fail.
The lungs never fail.
DeLongs. I'm a child of God. I am a DeLong, and I can never fail.
Hey, I'm a child of God.
Yeah.
I am a DeLong,
Yeah.
and I can never fail. So this is our kingdom. In our kingdom, we can never fail.
It's not traditional.
No,
You can't
we
fail.
can't fail.
You can have setbacks, but you can't
God,
fail.
yes.
I am a
DeLong,
Yeah.
and I
This is
can
the
never.
reason why I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't.
You are part of this home, so you can't fail.
Can't fail.
My God.
We,
This is
yeah, we have an adopted daughter. She tells her all the time, see this home you have come to.
No, you
we
can't.
don't fail.
You don't
We
fail.
can't fail.
You
We
can't
don't
fail.
take a say. This she has started getting back to school after, because my mom was like, we don't sit idle in this kingdom.
We can't fail.
the names of your sons again.
Oh, Ohinebo Katechi.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I know what that means because
Yes.
of my Ashanti background.
Yes.
But for those who don't understand what that means in a home or a kingdom, what does it mean?
Okay, in a kingdom reigns by titles.
Right.
You understand? So,
No, the meaning of that title.
so Okatechi, how do I put it? The mighty one? Yes. And then Brimpong is a great warrior. So there is Nana Brimpong. So that account to Nana Brimpong. Yes, you understand? So a warrior king. That's and then
names.
yeah, and then Okatechi.
I want to go into
Hineba.
names because the names of the individuals in that house makes it a home or perhaps a house.
Very, very true.
There are people who live together, but their names, which represent their identities, either make where they are together a home or a house. And these names are deep. What's the revelation behind their names? Mrs. Dillon.
Yeah, so our marriage was divine. Yes. It's not just an ordinary union. So I told him that the kids we are going to give birth to, that they're not ordinary kids. We belong to the kingdom of God. We are heirs to the throne. We are heirs of the kingdom. So my kids cannot just have any other name, because I know that names create. The more I call something, the more it becomes it. So the more I call you Nana, the more I call you Abrimpong, then you become what you hear.
I just wish, anyway, so it's on social media, so we can replay this much later, because this cannot be all. More people have to listen to this. There's a dimension of clarity I want to establish. What apart from sacrifice, what does a home make, especially when it comes to the word love? You know, love comes between couples more than it comes between family. I mean, circulated within family. What's the love factor in a home?
Okay, you see, we need to first understand that as for love, when somebody say that maybe the love in the house has gone down, the love in the house in the home, blah, blah, it can't.
It can't?
It can't. No, it shouldn't. It can't. It's the love is what, you see, the love is what keeps you going in the marriage, but what sustains it is communication, understanding, and being there for each other regardless. So yes, love does its part by keeping you guys and all this. But what sustains that particular marriage is not just love. So you cannot come with this whole love thing and come with this whole love thing and make it look like it's just love. There are a lot of people who can love you and still not understand you or care for you. And when it comes to marriage and creating that home, the love is there, but understanding, communication is extremely key. She understands who I am. She communicates it. So if not, you will not. We need to have that understanding. She has it. I know who she is. I know what she is. See, and she is my helpmate. She is my helpmate. And Doc, if I want you to help me carry this, you should either be the same strength as me or more. So any man who is scared that his wife is better than him, you have failed.
Right. Fact. I was about to go somewhere, but Bohobium, the reason why I'm saying this is because most men, the average man I interview or I counsel would rather want to go for a woman who is beneath him so that he can help her rise. I don't know if you heard what I just said. An average man goes for a woman who is beneath him so that she can look up to him and he will help her rise. Isn't that a contrast of what marriage is supposed to be? Because if the woman is a helper, the least she should ever be to you in life is to be at par.
The meaning of that helpmeet is the same meaning of the Holy Spirit in Hebrew.
So if you go below your person,
I don't know what you have gone for.
You've gone for a maid.
That is why the Bible said he who finds a wife. It didn't say he who finds a woman. So the person you are going to marry is a wife before you pick her.
Let me ask you a question. When they say go for your size in marriage, what does that mean?
Oh, you see, when they say go for size, apparently, no, they try to say that, as a man, go for where the level of your money can reach. That's the meaning. Primarily, go for your size where your money can reach, because you need to take care of the man, you need to do blah 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 blah. But you see, the world keeps evolving, and I'm telling you, if you understand the fact that whatever you give to a woman, it multiplies. If you understand that, you understand that if you give yourself to a woman and she genuinely gets you, you will also multiply. Yeah. It's as that women multiply. It can't be one. It can't be single.
They don't add.
They multiply. Give her a seed, she gives you a baby. She can even give you 3, 4.
And that's the help, actually. The multiplier effect is the help.
Yes, they multiply. Give her groceries, she'll give you a meal. Give her a word, she'll give you a sentence. Like that is.
Hey, I like that one.
Women, they multiply. Yeah. You understand? But you see, what we forget is a lot of these women have been so bruised, hurt, and they are entering into marriages with some mentality now. That is it. That's why I always urge people that whoever you are, remain.
So why do most women go into marriage? I won't settle for a man who can't take care of me, knowing that they are helpers.
The question, do they know they are helpers?
They don't know.
Okay.
They don't know.
A woman
they
who
don't
says,
know who a woman is.
A woman who says, will he take care of me? A man who doesn't have this, who doesn't have this, I can't settle for him. Averagely, a woman will say, Onika, Onidai. We are still checking his stability. What would you say about that?
They look at the now, not the future. Yeah. As you said, the woman is a helpmate.
Right.
You're not just by
Is
him.
it wrong for a woman to say, I can't settle for a man who doesn't have a car and a house and a very, very good job? Is it wrong to say?
But you, the woman, do you have?
What if she has? There are some women who have built themselves financially and
They are
societally
independent,
so high,
yeah.
and they don't want to go for a man who is any way lower than themselves.
That is why they always go for the wrong ones, because they look at the now, not the future. What if, yes, I get married to a man who has everything, in the next year or two he loses everything? Will I leave him?
But then why settle for a man who has everything if you're supposed to be his help? Help him to do what? Achieve what more?
No. But you see, the truth of the matter is this: with a wrong woman, you can have everything
But
and
then
go
lose
down.
it. Yeah.
With the right woman, you will have everything and you will have more because you have to sustain it.
Fantastic.
So that's how much of a help me she is.
Yeah.
You understand? When this beautiful man got into my life, we were not even married yet. When we were dating, now, where I used to work, we all work in the same office. Here's the thing.
That's
everywhere.
DeLong, you did office romance.
We got endorsed. You know what else to talk about?
By your colleagues.
No,
But I see you.
Yeah.
You know what? He looked at me in the face and said, the next time you are coming to my office, you are coming with an invitation card.
Yeah.
He called the HR. He called my director. Then he said, these two,
Even though it wasn't allowed.
It wasn't allowed. He called the HR. Are you aware that this is not supposed to happen in my office? In this company? She said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. He told my director, are you aware? He said, he doesn't even know that we are dating. Because he asked me, are we dating? I said, yes, we are. They said, do I know that? See, at that point, I was ready to resign.
Hey.
Do you know what it is to be very privileged by the grace of God to be pointed out that this person is your destiny helper? So I'm not just going in for a wife. So I was ready to resign. End of story. so he endorsed it, right? And there was one thing she did that confirmed that that's it. This is the woman. I love buying lunch for people. Yeah, I won't take a salary, but I'll go. I'll drive to where I buy the lunch. We are Joel, so I'll go to Barrier Junction, buy. I'll buy it and bring it. when we started dating, lunch, I'm going to buy, she said, baby, come. You want to buy whatever for people, it's sweet. Take money from them and buy for them. I'll if nothing, you are transporting it yourself. But you are not going to use your money to buy lunch for everybody again. Save it. Everybody gets paid. They are not your friends, they are your colleagues. End of story. I'm telling you, I have to struggle to even buy her something. She will tell me, save it. So I knew.
Enough said.
I knew that, okay, this is a home builder. This is a home creator. Let me just, and that's it. And it helped me a lot.
I think we've dealt with how to be a couple more than how to be a family-oriented organization. Okay, so in the next couple of minutes, let's discuss. There are people who are fantastic couples without being fantastic parents, even if they have children. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
understand.
saying. So you can be a fantastic couple and be a very, very, very not fantastic parent. What's your? I mean, I know you've brought out, you're bringing up your children in a very fantastic manner, but what are the elements of genuine parenting? Real parenting. How do you know this is parenting? You see, there's a difference between parenting and bearing children.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. From a woman's perspective, at least.
Okay, so from my perspective, or a woman's perspective, the first bond between a child and a mother is after it's from the womb, because that's where you have your bond. You can talk to your child and all that. Now, when you birth that child, the first thing is love and care. Because women nurture the kids from infancy. They grow. You watch their going out, they are coming in. And one thing I love doing is to speak into my children's life. Speak positive words. Even if they can't make it, you can make it.
So affirmation
on the children is key. And then for correction, I don't take it lightly. I will correct you and then draw you back to myself.
Okay, let's come to Delon. This thing they say, spare the rod and spoil the child. As a parent, what does that mean to you?
It means
in 2025,
it means
in this century,
I don't care if it is in 2085.
Where they don't beat children.
The Bible has never been a cake.
At all.
The Bible is always more than. I don't care if it's 2085. I will lash you and I have to lash you. Go and bring, add all the rights in every nation and bring it to me. I'll still lash you.
Imagine your child saying, if you beat me, I'm going to call the popo on you.
It hurts me that I am in Ghana.
It won't get there. It won't get there.
In US, you can't even say it now.
It won't get there.
How are you going to say it? From what angle? These eyes, these bulky eyes.
It won't get there.
A stare at you alone will even not let you talk. But you understand yourself as a parent. What you do. My wife knows me very well that, okay, if this man gets mad at the kids, it's a different ballgame. So she does a lot of the chastising. She chastises, she corrects, and then she tells them.
I'm amazed at that though.
Yes, she tells them that Daddy loves you. She corrects them. Then she also brings me into the situation. There's nothing that she has done for the kids alone that she says I have.
No.
She does it for them, that she brings me into it. That I'm correcting you, and Daddy knows it. So Daddy is in favor with what I'm doing to you. So don't ever sit back and think that one hates you, one likes you.
Right.
We are all in this together. And we've done it in such a way that even with our spiritual children in church, they will look at you and say, Masa, I don't know who Daddy no. Who Daddy I am fa. Mommy akasi no. Daddy si no.
Exactly.
And when they come to me, what did Mommy say? Like, Daddy. I said, what did Mommy say? Mommy said no. That's it. Then you can go like, so you cannot. They have realized it that you can't alter the two. Sometimes people come and my children in the Lord come, they say something, and then I come and says, Daddy say. I'm like, you did that to your mother? Like, Daddy, listen to me first. There's someone who said, it won't work. Whether his wife is wrong or not, it won't work. So these are things that we have done deliberately, intentionally, and then we correct those kids from the end. I will tell you point blank, mommy doesn't hate you. She loves you. And she needs you to sit up. So that is it.
Oh, you guys are killing it. You guys are killing it. Okay, quickly. This one, because I've got another guest on the show to deliver on his assignment. There's a difference for me between respect and fear in a family. What's the difference between fear and respect? Especially because I know that, I mean, when I say family, you know, Family Central doesn't talk about father, mother, and children alone. I mean, you are leaders of a multitude. A lot of people look up to you at least once a week. At least once a week in their numerous, capacity. What's the difference between fear and respect? How do you know someone fears you? How do you know someone respects you? Why should talk to me?
You understand me better? Fear.
Well, and anyone can answer.
Fear basically means to revere.
Okay.
An
Maybe I should have
authority.
said fear, respect, and reverence.
Put things as they are immediately.
You are a little bit patient.
I am.
Yeah.
She's very patient too.
I
though,
mean,
but
you are really.
I'm let's. We came to do radio show. Let's finish. When we are done, we'll deal with
Okay,
it.
but
My wife is on the show.
On the show.
Let's finish it.
Let's make it happen.
Let the person messed up on the show. Let the person know that.
Let the person know on the show.
Yeah.
That's up on the show.
Yes.
Not later.
No.
You start negotiating.
I went to officiate a wedding. My stewards were there. In fact, my PAs were there, and we got there. So when we got there, they had also gotten there. I was in the car with my wife. We got there. It was just like 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and then one of them came to one of my guys who was at the front seat and took something from him. Went back. That was it. My wife would not allow me to roll the windows down. Your father is in, and they wanted to take you 10 minutes to come and greet him.
Of course not.
It won't happen. You came to the car, spoke to the person at the front seat, and you couldn't say hi to your father and your mother. You have gone back and you are now come to say hi. Get out.
Right there.
Right there. It will not be.
See,
I rolled down, she rolled
Command
up.
their respect.
You have to. You have to.
Come on, like I rolled down, she rolled back.
No.
You see, she rolled up and she made that kind of look. She was like, baby. She's telling me, baby, allow me to draw them. I said, okay, feel free. And they're like, oh, mommy. They will do oh, mommy, but she will just tell you right there.
Well, let's read a few messages. Of course, we don't mention names, so yeah. What do you do when your husband is authoritative? Not a bad thing anyway. But it says, when he's home, everyone wants to have an excuse to leave. When he's in, everyone wants to stay. We are 12 years old in marriage now, but my kids are always going to our neighbor's house anytime their dad comes back home. It hurts me. I try to bring them together, but it's not working. Maybe your guest can help.
She is living Beauty and the Beast in real life, but you can talk about it.
We don't know the upbringing of the man because sometimes it plays a factor.
Regardless, he's in a home. He has started a home.
No, so you know sometimes what you see your parents do, you do the same. So maybe he is not from a home, and he's building a home. Attempting to build a home. Being authoritative, Bible, like the woman, there's this doing the vows. They say the woman stands by you, not beneath you. She's by you. The father of the bride brings the woman to you as the father, as the brother. So you are not an overlord in the home.
Right.
You make up the home. You are a co-worker.
Right.
Yes.
And a situation where the children always go to the neighbor's place once their daddy comes back.
It's not a home.
Yes.
Because home is a feeling of hope, of belonging, of peace, of trust.
When you, even me, no matter how busy I am, my wife
How do you
always.
help this woman? Because now we don't have access to the man.
No, yeah, but we don't have access to the man. But I'm sure see, some of these things, the man, you might never know. The man might listen, chance upon it on social media and listen to it. And such men, you see, if people are able to tell you outside your home or outside your house that, Charlie, I like the way you smile. I like, Charlie, you're a good man. Carry it home. Carry some of that thing home. When you go out there, you smile at others, and they are happy to see you. Carry that smile home, because you see, a lot of men are behaving like the typical African man who has all the best plates and cups in the house, and he's waiting for a guest to give it to. When he, the house owner, he, the home lord, the wife, the kids, cannot use that plate, that glass is in that divider for the whole year until their special guest comes. Who deserves the best? It's you in the house, not the guest. So a lot of men have done that to themselves. You cannot see. You change in your the home you lived in, or the house you lived in. You learn the good things from your father, the good things from your mother, clear all the bad ones, and better it. Do you understand? So he has to learn not to be authoritative. Like, he has to really. They should look beyond. Maybe there's something that the
woman is not doing right.
Yeah, or something. But he has to, or he will lose the children. I'm telling you.
Right. This is from a man. A man. This man says, "I married a bonfo," whatever that means.
Okay.
A woman with 4 kids.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I don't like.
Yeah, those things. Yeah.
I don't like that term. I got married. Period.
Yeah.
Or a woman with children.
Yeah.
That's anyway. I'm like you anyway.
Yes.
You know. So I married. I won't even repeat again. Well, let's edit this. I married a woman with 4 kids.
Okay.
I have money,
Uh-huh.
and I thank God for all that I have regarding my wealth.
Uh-huh.
I have done everything to make sure that I build a home with them, seeing that I'm not interested in having more children at my age. But they don't seem to value my impact or input. I give them all I know to give them as a man, but I found it difficult to make their mother make them like me. So am I living in a house or a home? Because if I want to define where I am, I'm not sure. Yes, the woman is good to me, but I want to have connection and relationship with her children, but it's not happening, and we are all living together. Can your panel help, or you can help yourself as a counselor? I've been following you on Facebook. Oh, okay, thank you.
The truth of my
You get the scenario.
yeah. The truth, I personally, these things, you see, if you have tried it with a woman and it's not working, the woman does not have that control anymore.
Over her children.
Do it yourself, and do it. Watch the kids, the one you know you can shoot the arrow to. Pull that one out on a date exclusively. That one will come and do the rest of the work.
Yeah.
If I want any of my children to come to our side with anything, I'll convince Obrimpong. That's one. When I convince Obrimpong, the bigger one will follow.
Yeah.
So he should sit down and watch them, and pick that one and start talking and start showing that person that real fatherly love. You see, most of these kids probably might not have 4 kids. Have you asked where their father is? Have you asked what they have been through? They don't want to probably see anything called father.
Godfather
in their lives.
Based on their previous experience.
Exactly. See, my adopted daughter said one thing to me. She said, if not for our marriage, she's not a kid, she's 20-something years. She's 21 years. If not for our marriage, she vowed never to marry.
Oh, I used to have a secondary school, a high school colleague, Christiana. She's married now. But she said to me then that she would never get married.
Exactly.
Guess what age she got married?
What age?
41.
Exactly.
Wow.
So you can see that
41, a virgin.
a virgin.
Like
She's been
she made up her mind it wasn't going to happen.
Yes. See that there are people who see this. In fact, on Sunday, one of my daughters told me that I said, "Why are you thinking this way?" That's what the Lord is telling me. I'm thinking this way. And told her, yes. And do you know what she's thinking? This girl is a virgin, very, very prim. In fact, she's a wife material. She says she just wants to have a child, no husband.
That's all.
Yeah. And so, what informed that? So the man must pick one, and then I don't know, baby. I don't know what you think. Sincerely, the man must pick one and deal with that one person, because you know that one has influence on the rest.
Others.
And she'll go back and say, Charlie, this man is a father.
Yeah.
Let's love him.
This one has hit me in a very, very, very. It's going to change the trajectory of this discussion totally.
Oh, okay. Say it directly to her. She will handle it.
I don't even know if she can handle it. I'm sorry, I don't know, but I'm just.
Oh, she'll handle it.
Advanced. I have 2 children. I am 62 now. I married my wife with her own 2 children too, and we have been living 9 years together. Can I
Continue.
read? Our children are making out,
Whoa.
and I am devastated. They are not even hiding it anymore. At first, we used to suspect, but right now we can tell that they are, and they have admitted. First, we sent one away, who is the eldest, and rented a house for him. But
That's worse.
the other one goes to meet him.
Yes.
He is rented.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the first
We
mistake.
thought sending one to live on campus would be better, but the other one also goes to campus to meet her. I don't know if they have aborted any pregnancies yet, because that would have either been that would have added to the frustration. But I can tell that our 4 children are you use the word making out.
Jesus.
Please, if you have a solution, tell me, because I want to end it all.
This is deep.
This is the man talking. That his 2 children
I perfectly understand.
are making out with his wife's
Let me talk.
2 children.
Yeah, but
He didn't say whether his 2
So-
children are boys or girls, but they are
Yeah.
whatever it is.
yeah.
There is as if
There is no-
they are doing chess.
there's no blood connection. Oh.
There's no blood connection, so they see it.
There's
as
no, so
normal.
it's normal to them. There's no blood connection.
That's of course that's the norm.
Yeah.
Because you're not related to me.
No,
anyway.
nothing.
My father just married your mother, so let's do our thing.
Yeah, so
But
they are
it
not.
breaks his heart.
It breaks his heart, but you see, if he looks deeper, there probably might be a seed of incest planted in that family line that he doesn't even know.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And so long as he and the woman have gotten married, they have become one. Their
See.
children suddenly,
Yes.
the seed of incest, and probably you will never understand why, but it's a seed you didn't deal with.
How do you? I mean, let's not like we can't. Not like we can avoid it, but let's not go spiritual.
But I mean, there's nothing prayer cannot do, so I'll go spiritual. I'll tell you.
No, I'm saying, assuming that doesn't exist, how do we stop these children from doing what they're doing? And they're not hiding it anymore.
Oh, we want to do it worlds apart. One is in US, one is
in Ghana.
Bangladesh. The other one is unless you do it worlds apart.
And you think they can?
Oh, out
they
of
can
sight.
connect?
Out of sight.
You think the one who? I mean,
Oh,
Out of
they're
sight.
adults, you know.
Oh, they can connect for like a year or so,
But then
I bet
after
you-
a period-
because you see, the person that you are not seeing, and you admire.
Bangladesh, I can come to the US.
Oh, see, even if even.
What if he says I want to relocate you, and the person says no, I'm not going to the US?
Oh,
No,
you
tell
will
your
go.
father. So
You will go.
you see, he's not going to make it look like he's separating the two of you. It may look like I'm building your life. I really want you to go and
To go,
continue
yeah.
school in US, or I want you to go and live there in US. Your siblings will come and visit you as a when. The as a when, the one who's come to visit you is the one you are not. Is your own biological sibling who is coming, or the one I know.
How old? I mean, if you can still send a message, how old are these children? Let's know how old
Yeah.
exactly are they, so we can know how to recommend a way to a window, you know, to influence their lives. If you can type quickly, so we can wrap up this.
Yeah,
Let them-
because how old would?
Let them. There are people who are even married that their husbands have been out of town. They don't get in touch with them for like 3-4 years. By the time the man comes back, the woman has moved on, you know, and all those kind of things. So, as for the one of like physically, one of the reasons is to separate.
Or say, one of them have is something. So one of them, they've married themselves in courts
Whoa.
without our knowledge, and it is when we challenge them about them being too close to each other that they said, but we are a couple.
Do you know the best thing a man can do? Divorce a woman.
That's all.
It's hurting. It's very painful, but he has to. That's the only
Because no matter what,
solution.
the kids won't stop.
So long as they have,
Gone to
They
court.
God-
want to marry,
yes,
Yeah.
unknown to anybody.
yes.
And then you are confronting because they start behaving.
But that
in
marriage,
the
but,
house.
but that marriage will not stand though. It will not have grounds.
It
There's no
won't last.
parental blessing.
No.
It's you just dug yourself. It's like you are standing in a shallow sand.
Dug your
No, the things that they are smart. There's no parental blessing. You understand? And what they are doing is hurting parents. And when your father is hurt, your mother is hurt,
Any
and they get
pronouncement.
separated. You think so? For now, you think so it's normal. See, that when the wrath of something is coming upon you, you will think it's normal, but
It's fine, but it's short.
it will hit you. It will crush you. You cannot do anything. And sometimes the way it will crush you is, as for you and the girl will even have children, and God will give you even twins.
Yes.
One boy, one girl.
And then they will do it to hurt you.
You will give birth firstborn boy, secondborn just
Girl.
after a year. No,
two
girl.
of them.
They will grow together.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam.
And within you, under your
At the
neck,
age of 10, they started making out.
It's
You tell
true.
him, you feel like dying. And then when he's doing it, the devil will be reminding you of
Playing
what
back.
you were doing.
indeed.
So it's something is, and the man wants to stop that generational nonsense. That is why he wants to
So
do
you
this.
just recommend the man should.
So it's
Yeah.
to so that you know what.
For sanity, yes.
But sir,
It will,
you have made what you want to make in life.
In life.
What again? Love the woman from afar.
that's all.
Separate. Love, and then let your children know that you are no more with her. Whatever they want to do with their lives, they will do it. But you, as a father, you are not blessing it. And
Leadership, though.
yeah, you are not blessing it. So that is a problem. But they should never even come and waste time on your grave to cry for forgiveness, because you are not
Yeah.
blessing this. Because you see it as, you are bringing a huge pain to your father. No, you don't do that. No. No matter what, that is your father. You look, like, you see, most of these young kids, it depends on who convinced who. Because both of them cannot date both of them
Themselves.
to like
No,
that.
no.
So it depends on who convinced. That I'm saying is more spiritual than physical.
Yeah.
Because even if this woman's child is dating the man's daughter,
The other-
in fact, the other ones should be like, are you guys okay right now?
But
Like,
they're all in support.
Yeah.
exactly. And they're all dating.
changing.
They are interchanging. So there's something that is pushing, that is driving that thing. And the man should look at it. And prayer can make
The
it work.
man, the woman should check their background.
No, say it. Say it so that they know. The man,
Yeah,
will
the
know.
man and the woman should check the pattern of their background. Maybe their
We don't
great
have
great
time,
grandfather.
though. So this one says, I am sorry to add mine if you still have time. Indeed, you don't have time. But I'm in love with my dad. And I know he has feelings for me, but
There's
he's
no-
too shy to admit. What's his name?
It's last. There's no love. It's last.
So I'm in love with my dad, and I know he's into me, he loves me too, but he's too shy to admit it. But I keep dreaming and imagining him on me, and I can't tell my mom about it. I'm actually dating though, but my dad is my true spec. Okay, we'll discuss this one next week.
I have one I'm dealing with at church. But he doesn't know.
Oh, then let's talk about
No,
it.
he doesn't know. So one of our daughters came to me that she has a crush on her auntie's husband. I'm like,
Her auntie's
husband, yes. And the mom has found out now, based on their text messages and all that. I was like, do you want to die?
Is she not dead already? What's left? Ladies and gentlemen, we have in many ways dealt with the difference between a house and a home, and we've tried to make a lot of cracked houses turn into homes. If you notice, that's exactly what we've done, because all these cases we've
Yeah.
just mentioned are houses, and we've been trying to attempt to make them homes. It's been a mix of so much emotions here on Star 103.5 FM, Family Central. We go to the next segment, which we get to talk about in a minute. But let us thank Mr. and Mrs. DeLong for being a part of this show and making it as beautiful as it has appeared. For those people who have sent me messages privately to say that you like the artwork of the yellow and co, and this is a big thank you to you, Mr. and Mrs. DeLong. Please say hello to those people who say they like your anko dress. You know, when they saw the artwork, they're like, everyone who sees messages me say, hey, these people are sweet pa. Are they newlyweds? I say, you don't know nothing.
I didn't want to wear the same thing. We have the same thing.
Because I know this one. I know you've won it. I've seen it.
I just didn't want to come on.
You would have just finished me today. Well, thank you for being on the show. We go to the next panelist, who is going to be talking a lot into family business and building a society where independence, especially with financial issues, come to be. I call him Dr. Gracious, but of course he's going to introduce himself in the largest capacity that he can. So in one way or the other, just Dr. Gracious, get close to the mic, right, and tell us, sell yourself to me. Who is Dr. Gracious? Yeah, right. Thank you so much for coming. Yes. Hold on. Do you know your name is powerful? Gracious. Gracious. I mean, grace overload. That's what I like to call what your name is. And I like it. I love your name. Please go ahead.
All right, thank you. Like I was saying, I'm the CEO of Grace Whirlpool Company.
Mm-hmm.
The headquarters is based in Cameroon.
Right.
And we are into different business. We call our company a corporation. A corporation, an embodiment of different businesses put together.
Right.
So we have transport services.
Mm-hmm.
We have guest house services.
Right.
We have our school, like a secondary school and a university, and we have a supermarket where we sell electronics and electronics in general and cosmetics.
Dr. Gracious, I'm very concerned, much as I appreciate what you do with your work and all, I'm very concerned about how your business life can affect the family. I mean, family business and all, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because a family without a business plan is about to crash. And this is Family Central, where we discuss family values, and this is what you're here to promote. I mean, I brought you on board because I'm impressed about how you have evolved in your business and family life. I mean, talking about predecession and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it. What's the secret behind it?
You know, some of these things happen, I say, by God's doing.
Yes.
And then we only come to realize the impact that it has on the community,
Right.
the impact it has on families. And so we now realize that education right at the base, at the secondary base, also contribute in building the children that grow up in the family.
Right.
And it goes right up to the university. You know, most of the people, or most of the students really get kind of intoxicated with bad morals or kind of morals when they get to university.
Right.
Now, but Grace Whirlpool, you can see just that word grace is defining our value.
Right.
It's talking about identity in God, in the Almighty. And we put up a unique way of education that points the students to God and the fear of God in the hearts of the student.
Right.
And that affects even the family.
You are in Ghana on a visit, but again, another reason why I brought you here is so that someone listening can possibly benefit from your presence here. What have you brought in that could benefit the Ghanaian society?
Yes, I think God has given a lot in my hand that through me, a lot of Ghanaians can find their blessings from
Business
God.
wise.
business wise.
Yes.
Yeah, because
to build families, because
yes.
you see,
Yes.
you cannot have a family without a breadwinner,
Oh yeah.
because that
Exactly.
breadwinner defines the economic value of that family.
Oh yeah.
So what kind of, I mean, what would why should an average if you like, a breadwinner of a family listen to you right now?
Yeah, because we have all the basics that it takes to start a life. To start your life right from the basics, right to becoming an influential person in the society.
So
in the
a man
community.
who is a family head right now, who doesn't have a bearing, how
Oh,
do you
yeah.
help him now on
Oh, yeah.
on air now?
Okay. I think what I'm going to say here, especially on my assignment in Africa, is going to be a blessing to every family in Ghana.
Right.
Yes, and I am privileged to be the person in charge, in charge of World Entrepreneur Summit. That's
Okay.
business.
Okay.
World Entrepreneur Summit in Africa. And World Entrepreneur Summit, just the word world, makes us know that it is found in different continents. And now, Africa is just one of the continents. And I'm the one in charge of Africa.
Right.
And so, World Entrepreneur Summit has a vision, which I will just want to narrow it down
Right.
summarily, and then I'll get to that focus that is of interest. So the vision of World Entrepreneur Summit is to improve the GDP of every nation and champion an emerging economy in every country.
Right.
Now, the summit is aimed at focused on three key factors. That is to bring about the emergence of every country. And the first factor is what we call idea formation system. And the idea formation system is to bring about a total mindset transformation that after undergoing the training that we give during our summit, all our people in Africa should be able to think, to develop thinking capacity that brings about innovative ideas, that bring about production, where we can be able to produce our own goods and services, consume our own goods and services in Africa, and we can export them. Yes, because we have the best resources, rich resources in Africa that can help us to be able to produce all of these cars, all of these mobile telephones, all of the TV and everything that we have been using in Africa. They are all imported. But now it's time for us to produce our own and consume our own. That will bring about a rise in the GDP. Now, that's the focus. The focus on the first factor is a rise in the GDP. Now, the second factor is where is the central focus of family. We call it geometric multiplication growth rates of entrepreneurs. Now, with the geometric multiplication growth rates of entrepreneurs, we are focused on getting individuals who own business projects that is focused on community development.
Right.
So you have a business project. We're talking about startups. And so I remember your question is like somebody who is just about starting a family. How does this help him really engage? So when you have a family, of course you must have a vision, because a woman comes to help a man. And he if you don't know your vision, it means the woman comes to help you do nothing.
I like what you're
And
saying.
so when you
I like
have a
what you're
vision, the woman comes to help you establish that vision. So that vision, it is what we are concerned about. You come with your business project, and then that business project should not just end with you. It should be a business project that is capable of offering job opportunities to your community, to people around. So we are going to empower you. We are going to empowering you here. We are talking about the education that you need to be able to succeed, and then we are also going to help you financially. So
Really?
they support you financially. So like grants, giving you grants
right.
for your business project, and that's to help you to be established. And once you are established, and you are offering employment to community, to people around you, that brings about high rates of employment in the country in general now, and it fall now into our vision of emergence. So in our vision of emergence, we are talking about high GDP, we are talking about high employment rates. So
this is profound. Somebody sends a crazy message.
all right.
I almost wanted to avoid.
Okay.
It says, "I'm doing well, but I want to be a millionaire this year.
Wow.
What path would you recommend I tread on as a businessman?"
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, he want to be a millionaire, and that's possible.
Millionaire this year.
That's very
well,
possible.
we don't even know what state he is right now.
Oh,
but
yeah?
he appears to be doing well from the message.
Wow, and he is having great anticipation in January. That's very possible for somebody
really?
who is good at doing than saying.
Okay,
Yes.
right.
So if
right.
he is very passionate, he got a vision already. I can say that he just needs what he needs to do. Number one, I don't know if he is doing something already.
No, but he's doing. From what he has said, he's okay where he is at the moment.
Now he just want to make more
He
money.
wants to make exactly. He wants to be a millionaire before the end of the year.
You want to be a millionaire at the end of the year. Now I'm going to suggest something to him that is being a little bit crazy. I will suggest to him that he grab my contact, maybe from you, or let him get to you people, and he can come for World Entrepreneur Summit, the beginning of year Entrepreneur Summit that will be coming up in Sheraton Hotel in Ikeja in Lagos in Nigeria.
Right.
Now this person will be coming purposely because he said he want to become a millionaire. He is coming purposely to join us in business that I know this business is capable of making him a millionaire.
Right. Fantastic.
Yes.
In summary, let me just read one more question.
And this person who, if he is listening to us well, I am giving him a free ticket to the summit.
Oh wow!
I'm giving you a free ticket.
Please, I hope you heard that.
Yes.
Wow.
A ticket in our summit is $250.
Oh really?
Yes. I mean, we have the basic ticket is $250. It goes right up to $1,000. So, but I'm giving him a ticket that is worth $250 for free. Yes.
I mean, 3 messages have come in right now for you, but I can't open them because we are short of time.
Oh yeah.
I want you to tell me, for the benefit of those listening, what's the difference between ambition and hard work when it comes to business?
Oh yeah. Ambition and hard work almost fall in the same place. It's just like the Bible talking about somebody who got zeal without knowledge. Now, ambition is like zeal, and then hard work is really getting to do.
So ambition, it ends there.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. So, but why do I put the two in the same line? Because there are people who works very hard with no results. And now there are people who are so ambitious and then no results in the same. And so you see, they fall in the same place. So, but when you are smart in your work, it brings results.
Right.
It makes you a millionaire, like the former person who asked the question.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, this is phenomenal. Someone just got a free ticket to Ikeja Sheraton Hotel.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I mean, how could you have thought you were going to get a free ticket just by sending a question in?
Oh yeah.
Wow, you must be very gracious indeed, your name insists.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thanks for being here, Dr. Gracious.
Wow, it's
Unfortunately,
a privilege.
we've run out of time.
Okay.
I wish we had started long before now.
Oh yeah,
but hey,
I'm so privileged.
we can do this again.
Wow.
Hopefully, it depends on how long you've been in the country for. I just thought you could be a blessing to someone listening, and indeed you have blown my mind, and of course I believe that some other person has been blessed by your contribution. Thank you so much, Dr. Gracious.
I'm so privileged. I'm so privileged.
It's been Dr. Kelly Daniels here live on Starr FM 103.5. And this is Family Central. We hope that indeed this has been a super blessing to you. Say, keep your messages coming on 055-3135-074, 055-3135-074. And of course, you can reach us on 055-288-0216 on the call. Let's do justice to whatever needs you have. Let us make quality decisions with our family lives. Dr. Gracious, before we go, are you on social media? How can people reach you directly?
Oh yeah, you can just get on Facebook and you write Grace World Pole. Pole is P-O-L.
P-O-L.
Grace World Pole, and then you'll find our page, and then you can write Grace World Pole smallletter.org, and then you get to our website.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gracious. I believe that has been a super blessing. We needed that last part of that information so that we can find him. Of course, you can reach him without me so that you can enjoy the benefits of who he is and what he can have to offer you. It's been fantastic on Family Central. Of course, that's what we do. We add value to you so that you can add value to your family life. I'll catch you again next week. God bless you.